Did you watch last weekend's coronation with King Charles and Queen Camilla? If not, no worries. I just have been a royal watcher since Princess Di came onto the scenes. But it was an extraordinary experience with pomp and circumstance, gold and glitz, and all of the eye candy that us royal watchers can stand. But many who posted on social media this week were focused on, and I'll call them the lip readers. At the times, Charles said, "Thank you." So we all know that he was hyper aware of the millions and millions of people that were watching him during the coronation. But what a nice thing to focus on in his role at his stature. I couldn't watch the whole thing. Not a Camilla fan, sorry. But Lady Di will forever be my queen of hearts. Anyway, I thought I would focus on, we've talked about royal treatment and what it takes to get that in domestic staffing in your own home, whether you're in 2,000 square feet or in a palace. It doesn't matter. There are some essential experiences and lessons to be learned about how that is going to add value and security and privacy to your life. So I want you to stop doing these three things. Number one, stop creating unsustainable roles. Now, this is a rollout from COVID, which everyone wanted less staff in their home, and we all understand that. But realize it's unrealistic and unsustainable to think that somebody's going to prepare your meals for you, do your laundry, and do your housekeeping. At the same time, they're going to meet with contractors, negotiate contracts, prepare household budgets, the very, very long laundry list. So let's evolve out of that so that your house manager doesn't burn out, and so that they have something realistic under their feet where they can feel successful and appreciated, because those are the people that are going to stay in those roles a long time. We want to just make sure that we set that person up from the start, and that's going to be in a really thoughtful job description. So reach out to me or a domestic staff recruiter to help you write those, because many homeowners, and I'm going to say 99% of homeowners, do not know what an unsustainable role is and how to make sure that your job descriptions aren't writing that as the contract, so to speak, for new household staff. Number two thing that you're going to stop doing is assuming that your staff knows what you want. Now, I've had people, as a result of this Dear Billionaire podcast and my YouTube channel, come back to me and say, this is too hard. Household staffing shouldn't be this hard. Well, okay, but let's look at all of the relationships in our life that actually matter to us. They take time and effort and focus to make sure that it's sort of a win-win scenario. You may be writing the paycheck. However, in order to get what you want, you have to communicate that. And something as simple as, hey, would you buy a birthday present for my mom's 80th birthday? Is that flowers? Is that diamond earrings? What is that? So when you set someone up for success, maybe you write a little statement just once, put it into your personnel memorandum of understanding, and say things like, hey, I want good, better, and best options, 3 options, or I want purple, pink, and red, or I want a low cost, medium cost, and a high cost option, and make sure you can return every single one of those. I also need it by X. Do I need it by Friday? Do I need it by 5 o'clock today? That type of communication is going to give someone the go juice to get what you want. And If you don't communicate that, it's not going to happen. I've been in scenarios where I've purchased 20 options and none of them were correct. Not because I didn't know anything about this homeowner, I didn't know anything about their parents. So it behooves you to communicate at least weekly, one-on-one, face-to-face if you're able, to talk about the birthday presents and everything else related to making your house operations go more smoothly. Now, the final thing that you're gonna stop doing is understaffing your household. Now, this doesn't have to be full-time staff. This can be part-time staff. This could be subcontracted labor. But the point is that if you don't know what it's gonna take to meet your needs, and that's the mechanical needs of the household, your personal service needs, anything related to keeping your house, your life, your children's lives, your pets running smoothly, sometimes it takes an army. And I would suggest sitting down and completing our master maintenance task list. It allows you to outline absolutely everything that you need to happen on your property and in your life within the span of 12 months. We're providing this free template for you. So check out the link below and download that content. It's a really simple Excel spreadsheet, but it is impactful data about what it's going to take to make your life go more smoothly. And realize the energy that you put into this is going to equal the outcome that you get from this. So if you've got a task, say, checking the generator once a year, who is that assigned to? Are you going to do it a handyman? Are you going to do a contract with a subcontractor? If it's staff, determine how long it takes to do that so that when you sort by that handyman's duties, you can see that they are either overcommitted on responsibilities, undercommitted, underperforming, or whatever. So it's important information that when you invest the time, you're going to get big, big dividends from that investment. But realize that several things happen when your household is understaffed. If you have the best housekeeper in the world and the best landscape gardener and the best house manager, personal assistant, driver, whatever, they are going to feel unsuccessful and likely will not stay long or will burn out, and they won't have the options to stay long because their bodies will burn out. If they don't feel successful, if they feel overburdened, if they don't feel appreciated, if they don't feel valued, they're eventually going to leave you. Or you're going to fire them because they look like they're not a good fit. I don't know how many times I've heard that from homeowners. Just not a good fit, not up to par. Well, take a beat and realize how much you might have a hand in that by over expecting, under communicating, maybe underfunding that role. So take a moment to figure out how your whole entire life can become more peaceful, more secure, more streamlined with the right staff, given the right information, and what would it take to just say thank you and let them feel appreciated? King Charles is doing it. So take a moment, let it absorb, and I hope it helps things go more smoothly in your castle.